So in the last video we introduced you to Pythagoras' theorem, and actually I might write that in since I haven't written Pythagoras rule or theorem. So theorem's the fancy word in mathematics for a rule. So remember what a rule means. It means something that's always true no matter how many examples you try. So let's just confirm again. Here's Pythagoras. So I'm going to drag that up a bit. Now what I've done here is I've got these the calculations are now done automatically for me based upon the numbers. So you can see here 5.831, come over here, 5.831 squared is 34, and when you square one of the shorter sides, and then you square the other shorter side, 5, which is 25, and you add that together, 9 plus 25 is 34. So there's Pythagoras' theorem. Like I said before, when we have a non-right angle triangle, so that's a non-right angle triangle, there's no right angle there anymore, there's no 90-degree angle. You can see here that Pythagoras rule breaks down, it doesn't apply to non-right angle triangles. So keep that in mind. So just a quick introduction then. So what we want to be able to do is use Pythagoras to calculate other sides. So imagine here we did not have the side CA 6.403. And in fact what I'll do, that side, that distance, I'll just go into my settings here. There it is there, that one. And I'll press the wrong one, this one. So I've now hidden that side. In fact, I'll also hide that one. Now, if I'm going to just adjust the sides. Let's just change these lengths a bit. So now you could say, well, you can see the two shorter sides here have decided to actually let's keep them different so it makes it more obvious. I've got 3 is one shorter side, the other shorter side is 2. Now what's the length of this line? How could we work it out? Well, you can see here, actually maybe you see that we get the 13. Now we now know what you should realize is, well, mathematical reasoning, that means this hypotenuse length, whatever it is, when you square it, you get 13. So how would we work out the length? Let's go to our calculator and just simply, hopefully you're thinking, well, just take the square root of the 13, right, to undo the squaring. And what do we get? 3.6. Right, so it's pretty straightforward, and let's just check that. There it is there, and actually I'll turn the distance on. This one. There it is, you see. So that agrees with what I just found at the calculator. 3.60 something. 55 matches exactly. Okay, so let's just go through that one more time. So I'll just hide my little the numbers because I don't want you to see it. Okay, so let's extend our right angle triangle right out. So let's say it's 6 and 2. I'll put 3. So you have a go now, you work out, what do you think the length of the side AC is? Okay, I'll give you, so hopefully you would have said, oh well, I now know that CA there must be, is the square of that is 45. So all I need to do is take the square root of 45 and we get 6.708. And again, think in terms of the reasonableness, it should be a number that's greater than both the shorter sides. So one of the sides here is a 6, so we expect that's the largest of the two shorter sides. So we expect that number to be greater than 6. If you get something less than 6, something's gone wrong. Okay, so keep in mind we're working out the hypotenuse or the longest side here. Let's just confirm that. Not that one. Up here somewhere, I think. This one. There it is. And we agree. Okay, this time I'm going to I'm going to hide this formula, hide that, and let's hide that. Okay, you've got to work out what's the length going to be. I'll just drag my points over a bit. Okay, you work out what the length of AC is. Give you a little bit of time to think about it. So when you're ready, here we go. So hopefully you would have said, well, the shorter side's 5, so I need 5 squared. Let's go to our calculator. And then I need to add that to the square of the other shorter side, which here is 10. And we add them together, we get 125. And now you'll say, so it's a little recipe here, we work out the square of each shorter side, add them together, and then finally we go, okay, let's take the square root of that. So on your calculator, if you've got a number already in, if you press the square root and then press answer, that'll be storing 125 you worked out previously, and we get 11.18. You could also combine these steps. So let me show you that. You could just go square root 5 squared, so you combine this all into one step, plus 10 squared, and we get 11.18 something. So again, that's slightly larger than the largest shortest side, so that's a reasonable answer. It's 11.18, and I think I do have that somewhere here. This one, there it is, 11.18 something. So that's Pythagoras. So that's one example where we're working out the hypotenuse.